Yo, what's going on, everybody? We got the top 10 best hit songs of 2020 by the one and only Todd in the Shadows. We're actually getting close to the end of the list reactions. We have because I already did 2023 and 2024, so we have 2021 and 2022. Yeah. All right, man. We got 4 more? 5 more, including this one, I think. Most likely. Yes? All right, let's just start. I'm posting shorts now, and someone told me to clean my room. No, I'm not going to clean my room.
Well, that was a year, and now that it is finally in the rear view, let me say, God, 2020 was great.
This is the worst public health crisis
Oh, yeah.
of the generation.
Awesome.
Well, it was great for music, I mean. A lot of you might have missed that because as the pandemic scrambled all our brains, habits, and daily routines, I know many people were completely unable to think about music. For me, it was
True.
the only thing I could think about. I have many other interests besides music, but after about 2 months of quarantine with no theaters or sports or anywhere to go, my brain couldn't watch TV or finish movies or read books or even watch YouTube. Sorry, peers. Play video games and listen to music. That's
what I did.
Music was really there for me this year.
Minecraft, Among Us era, bro. Oh my god.
Rosier critic.
Amazing.
It certainly helped to like the pop songs this year since the charts didn't seem to change at all for that entire spring and summer. But whatever it was, I just liked things more.
I know I fucked up. I'm just a loser.
Didn't make the cut. I could have easily made a top 20 of 2020, and I was tempted to.
Damn.
But that would be much more work, and I'm already way behind. So let us now pay tribute to the songs that got us through the worst year in living memory. We're counting down the top 10 best hit songs of 2020. Number 10. Number 10 is Savage Remix by Megan Thee Stallion. I know, number 10. That's how good the year was.
Nah, is this song good? Is it? I don't know. I feel like this list is going to be so weird. And even the last list was weird because 2020 in itself was a weird year for music. And I feel like everyone has very differing opinions on 2020 and 2021. But for me, this song, no, I'm sorry. It's just I will never. This is just such a 2020 song. You know what I'm saying? When was the last time genuinely you've been out and about or have scrolled on social media and genuinely have heard this song? After 2020, maybe even 2021. I have not heard this song in years, bro. It's crazy. I mean, and there's a reason. A lot of songs that came out in 2020 or were defined in the 2020, 2021 era just kind of stay there. You know what I'm saying? They're very forgotten. I'm sorry, but who is playing this song now? You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's just my bad take, but yeah, this is. I'm sorry. No.
I'm that bitch. I'm a savage.
No.
Classy, bougie, rich.
It's not a terrible song, but I'm just never bumping this. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously now Megan has better songs, way better songs. But what would be the reason to listen to this now? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Megan Thee Stallion,
that's just my opinion.
Biggest stars of 2020 was just about the most predictable thing in the universe. I was surprised that 2019, the year of the hot girl summer, wasn't her year. And 2020 emphatically did not have a hot girl summer, but she still crushed it anyway.
I'm a savage, attitude nasty.
I guess with Savage, she finally found that one thing that put her over the top. What was it?
It's not a bad song, but
beat?
it's just so 2020. You have to know what I'm saying, right?
Fuck yeah! Metallica songs don't bang this hard. Or maybe it was the goddamn
chill out, bro.
of the goddamn year.
Jesus Christ.
Classy, bougie, ratchet.
I totally buy that Megan is all those things. Like Chaka Khan, Megan Thee Stallion is every woman. But in this case, what really put her over the top was the right collaborator. And what she got was a cosign from Houston rap legend Beyonce.
Big B and that B stand for bands. If you
I don't know when this happened, but at some point Beyonce became a really good rapper.
It's so weird now. She would never do this shit
Beyonce
nowadays.
was already trying to carry herself like a grand
Just
diva at
like
age
hop on
19,
a feature
so I think she actually
for a
has
song,
gotten
a random
consistently
song.
better the older she gets.
Was this like the last time she did this? Because I mean, now she's like doing the mysterious shit, no visuals, fucking Cowboy Carter and shit. Renaissance. Like, when was the last time like she hopped on a feature like this? Is this like the last time?
jeans on, baby, you don't feel my pain. I'm savage.
Like, I don't know that she's like a technical lyrical master or anything, but she doesn't.
She
really
would never
have to.
do this
She just
shit
has
now.
to be Beyonce. She dominates this song. Even this live performance, which she's not even in. I don't think she left her mansion at all this year. In fact, if I had to make one objection to this song, I think that there's maybe a little too much Beyonce.
He be like, how that thing moving in them jeans. Even Depo L.
She is on every single second of the remix, talking over Megan.
Hips tick tock when I dance. Yeah.
She kind of steals Megan's moment. I think she could have let her have a little more.
I mean,
but I doubt Megan.
it's Beyonce. I mean,
Savage is.
I mean, it's fucking
If
Beyonce.
it didn't become a huge hit, we'd have to have a long, serious look at the state of things. It's basically an unimpeachable song, and I have 9 other songs I like better than it this year. Well, on we go.
that went hard. That last part.
Number 9. Blinding Lights is not on this list. I know.
Because Heartless is better.
Snubbed again. That's why he showed up looking beat to shit everywhere this year. Symbolic.
Or Save Your
revenge for
Tears.
all those snubs.
Blinding Lights is so overrated. I'm sorry, but like it's a good song, but like really, like most streamed song on Spotify. No, stop. No.
Blinding Lights was one of the most acclaimed and
Heartless
songs of
clears.
the year. Everyone.
That's probably a bad take on my
loved
part,
it.
but
And I get it. It's basically.
because I'm
a perfect
heartless
sounding
and
song.
I'm begging
For some
my way,
people,
because I'm
just
heart.
have
Like
a hard
that just
time
goes hard. I'm
with
sorry,
songs
bro.
about it. I don't know. You know what really did it for me though?
Never need a bitch, I'm more than bitch.
I mean, like great minds think alike, bro. Great minds think alike. You know, like this. There's a very small community of people who take Heartless over Blinding Lights. We're the real people out there, okay? The real people, the real base motherfuckers.
Find the one that can fix me. I've been dodging death in the 6-speed. Amphetamine got my stomach feeling sickly.
Heartless, the single that preceded Blinding Lights, is a worse song by most measures I can think of. The big thing is that it doesn't really have a hook.
Cause I'm heartless.
And I'm back on my way, and I'm heartless.
It just kind of seems like it's hitting the same measure and even the same note over and over. But man, something about it just connected with me. Blinding Lights, the song about the feeling of being swept away beyond all conscious control. Yeah, maybe in a year where I'd gotten to drive more, I would have found that perfect moment where it clicked, but I never did. During the pandemic, my life has never felt more static or mundane. But Heartless,
And I'm back to my ways cause I'm heartless.
the song about saying fuck it, fuck self-improvement, fuck being anything but my absolute worst goddamn self, that one hit a little close to home.
Bags full of drugs and a rocket.
Okay, not
Bro's
that
tweaking
much.
in this video. What the
My
fuck?
worst self ate too much pizza and played video games all day, so it's not a perfect comparison.
That was
Other
me.
than that, me and The Weeknd were exactly the same.
Also, this video's better than the Blinding Lights video. Like, bro, this song just fucking clears. I'm sorry.
To his bad boy persona, and that seems like a very stupid opinion to me now. Now I buy it more than his more soft-hearted songs like Blinding Lights. Heartless was the
Like, look at this
angry,
this video just.
freezing
Oh my
rock
god,
bomb
bro.
of 2020. And
This should have
honestly, it was
been
a
like
pretty
bigger
good
than
drive.
Blinding Lights. I'm sorry, bro.
This is music to crash your car into a ditch to, and it's exactly what I wanted to hear. Number 8. Music's
Lady
great.
Gaga?
Lady Gaga experiment feels like it's finally winding.
Oh, Rain on Me.
All the little monsters have grown up. Her new album
Rain
was mostly
on
Shrugs,
Me.
the lead single especially, which wasn't even bad. It was actually pretty good, but It just felt too much like a retread of past glories, right down to the title. But if Gaga has indeed worn her last wacky dress onto the red carpet, at the very least she left us with one great song to go out on.
That's so funny listening to this now. Like, fucking big ass album just came out and fucking big ass song with Bruno Abracadabra going crazy on the charts. This is kind of funny looking at this album. Like, oh shit, in 2020 Lady Gaga, she's on her way out. Like, it's over, guys. And then you just go look at the charts in 2025, just going fucking crazy.
It's funny, Gaga and Ariana debuted only a few years apart, but they feel like completely.
But I get it, right? Like, I remember, like, I don't know, but I don't remember Lady Gaga having that much impact in 2020, 2021. Like, it was only this song. Like, this was literally the only song that had, like, really any impact. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I might be wrong about that, but, like, this is the only song I remember, like, from there. And Stupid Love, because people on Twitter talk about that song being a fucking flop and shit. That's the only reason I remember that other song. But, like, this is, like, the only song that I remember, like, from, what was out? Chromatica era. So.
Pop star. Further than Megan.
I mean, I don't blame him for thinking, like, she was on her way out.
Between them. But Ariana slots well into Gaga's world. And they both released albums this year, but their team up blew everything else they did this year out of the water. And again, Gaga's album, which tried to bring back the electro dance pop of a decade ago.
It's got Chromatica, right?
It was just dated. Especially in this year where all the dance clubs, well, you know. But Rain on Me turned out to be timelier than they could have imagined. In one of the hardest years we will ever go through, Rain on Me was a reminder to count our blessings.
You know, really thinking about it, like, Stupid Love is kind of like disease, and like Rain on Me is low-key abracadabra, bro.
I'd rather be dry, but at least I'm alive is not the most artfully composed lyric I've ever heard, but who listens to Gaga for subtlety anyway? It was the right sentiment for 2020. And it gets even better when you know that Gaga meant dry as a metaphor for being sober. Yeah, we all swallowed a lot of rainwater this year, I think. And I do have a soft spot here. Smiling through the
I couldn't, because I was like fucking 13.
I don't care how many times I see it used. Any song about it immediately gets a thumbs up from me. Gaga and Ariana don't reinvent the wheel here, but they both just kill their performance. And when this year is just an awful, distant memory, or when they start making movies about it, this is the song that'll take us to the end credits. This year has been hard. Everyone has suffered. You can say this song is too much a throwback. Or you can say that it'll forever be tied to this moment in time.
She's drowning!
But I feel like neither
Help her.
is right. I think it's gonna last for quite a long time. Rain on, Gaga. Number 7. It's hard not to view literally every song of 2020 through COVID glasses. This is already the third entry in a row that I'm going to connect to it. But good God, thank Christ for this song.
Oh! I'm not gonna. This probably is the best song out of quarantine. Like, name me a better song out of quarantine. I couldn't tell you, bro. This song is fucking goated.
New Zealand teenager Benny got big off of TikTok, so it's tempting to see her as young as from obscurity. She's not. She was already signed to a major label. She's got backing behind her. She's collaborated with other big names. But it's just easier to imagine
she didn't have
nobody. Because there's just something.
I mean, she kind of is. Well, okay, maybe I don't know. Maybe there's like fucking 3 Benny fans out there that are like, well, actually, she just released an album and it's doing very good in Ireland. Like, what? Like, okay, so like, I'm sorry. This is the only song I know from this girl.
I've been lonely.
I'm not saying she's the next Lorde or Billy or even Avril Lavigne, but she does kind of ride that same energy. And boy, oh boy,
Yeah, she was
not hard to see why.
What
this
happened,
took
bro?
off right at the beginning of the lockdowns when we all started really feeling the cabin fever. Rain on Me was my comfort anthem of the late lockdown when it was getting really desperate. But this was more a song for the early months when everyone just started feeling loopy and surreal. This just perfectly captured the boredom and frustration.
I know if I
was funny and fun and self-mocking. It made things feel.
This
a
song
little
still
more
goes hard, bro.
Supalonely was just
I don't
the
give a fuck.
perfect, classic kind of immediately catchy pop song that people might never learn who did, but it also never gets old and just sticks around forever. It should have been the great radio hit of the year, except it was full of curse words and it falls apart with even the slightest bit of censorship. One little change takes out everything fun and playful. You fucking bitch ass prudes. Oh, I guess we have to give a shout out to.
Why have I seen this guy's name again before? Didn't this guy have a song with like Lil Yachty or something?
Gus Dapperton.
He was on. No. He was on that Lyrical Lemonade album. No, I'm pretty sure he was. Why was he on that? Why? Well, I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, like, he's not like the worst artist in the world, but like, how did he get there?
Name and sounds exactly like Rex Orange County.
How out of this song I've heard this guy again more than Benet?
Is not Rex Orange County.
Also, his verse goes hard on this song.
Nothing. But he's there. La, 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 la. Speaking for all the lonely bitches out there, thank you, Benet. I don't know if you're sticking around after this, but if this is what
She's
boomer
not.
pop is gonna be, I welcome it.
I've been lonely.
Number 6. I set up these lists the way I do because popularity is what interests me. My ear has always been drawn to things that have a wider place in culture. I like hits. But these days, identifying a hit is harder to do when big names can power entire albums into the top 40.
True.
I didn't design this list to talk about deep cuts. But if it qualifies, it qualifies. So, here you go.
The fuck is this shit? I don't know what this
I
is.
can see you standing, honey.
I became convinced of Taylor Swift's staying power in 2019 after she had just released the album Lover, her follow-up to the album Reputation. Those albums are both not good, they both underperformed.
What about me? Ooh.
And instead, she was still basically as big as she ever was. One bad album, you can maybe survive, but if you survive 2 in a row, you are officially too big to fail. And Taylor
That
Swift seemed to recognize
is
that
true.
because she dropped a surprise album that traded on none of her pop star flash and had no real attempts at hits or crossover singles because she realized she no longer needed them.
I think I've seen this film
True.
and I didn't like the ending.
Exile, the duet with Bon Iver and co-written by one of the guys from The National, was my favorite song on that album by a lot. And I can already see some people suggesting that, at long last, Todd's inner indie rock snob is finally coming out. No, I have no inner indie rock.
I'm sorry, I did not
I'm
listen
only
to
kind of
fucking
international, and I've never liked
Folklore
Bon Iver. I
or
always thought they
Evermore,
sounded
whichever
like
one. They're the same album to me. I'm sorry. They just give off the same vibe.
Well, he does not sound like that here.
You were my town, now I'm in exile, seeing you out.
He sounds more like the guy from The National, quite honestly. I don't get why he doesn't sing like this all the time, but whatever. And I'll
Wait.
admit, it is
Wait.
I'm in exile.
What does that voice remind me of? Okay, I might be crazy as fuck. Why does he low-key kind of sound like the dude who's like on Daylight? Am I crazy for saying like the David, whatever his fucking name, David Kushner, like on that, not the chorus but like the verses? Like, why does he sound like that?
Seeing you out.
He sounds like
more
him.
the guy from The National,
Am I crazy?
honestly.
Maybe, I don't
get
know.
why he doesn't sing like this all the time.
Fuck,
but
that might have
whatever.
been extremely
And I'll
disrespectful
admit,
because
it
that
is
song is shit.
extremely jarring to hear a
Oh, I
Taylor
love
Swift
it and I hate it at the
national,
same
or
time.
to
Like,
hear
what,
Justin
bro?
Vernon singing lyrics and melodies that were
He thought he
clearly
ate up
written
with
by
that
Taylor
shit, bro.
Swift. But Taylor's best move wasn't bringing in indie rock ringers. It was the discovery that she did not have to use her music like her personal diary. She could write about other people for a change. And so for the first time in forever, she doesn't sound smothered by
For
the
the
way
first
celebrity.
time.
So step right out. There is no
Wait.
Fiction.
Why
suits
does this
Taylor
guy
really
have
well. Exile is a song of two exes.
a mask
passionately
on
against each
inside?
other. It really builds and it really climbs.
Not even a mask. That has a bandana on. And then Taylor doesn't have one.
Taylor's subject matter, high school, breakups,
Fuck.
hasn't changed. But what has changed is the perspective.
Man, take that shit
The
off,
new
bro.
cottagey aesthetic.
That's
adds
not hidden.
maturity, it adds distance. It's a wide-angle shot now. Taylor, in her worst moment, once tried to claim that she got smarter in the nick of time. That wasn't true, but it's true now. Some of us actually got some good out of the pandemic. Taylor used it to finally figure out what her strengths are. I'm sure
I used it to play Among Us.
But if she wants to keep using this time to keep making folk records, then it was time well spent.
I don't know what the song is, low-key. It sounds fine, I guess.
Number 5. 2020 was a bad year, but the summer was the worst.
No, really?
We called it the George Floyd protest.
I thought it was a cool year. Like, what?
Too many names to keep track of. Even during the protests, they were still shooting people. I guess all the footage of police violence didn't tell me anything I didn't already know.
This shit was crazy.
They're seeing it, and they're seeing it everywhere, every hour. Like, I come from a really sleepy suburb, and even there, I was seeing videos of it happening just a couple blocks from the streets I grew up on. The great thing about music is that it can address things like this right away.
Lil Baby.
But I don't usually expect anything.
It's bigger than black and white.
And I don't expect them to become hits. And if I did expect anything, I certainly didn't expect it from this.
God, the whole... Oh my God, the whole BLM... I'm sorry, but the whole BLM era on social media was so terrible. Mainly just TikTok, really. Like, the whole fucking fist meme, and then the fucking people changing their goddamn profile pictures to, like, a black square, and that shit was so corny, bro. I'm not even... Like, obviously, I was... I'm black. I support the cause, obviously. But, like, a lot of the shit online was so corny, bro. Genuine, like people posting the fucking black squares. Oh my, it was just so stupid.
I have said,
like, a lot of people had like good in their hearts, but like looking back at it, like, come on, that shit was just so corny.
Again, that I'm not a fan of Lil Baby. Whatever he does, it doesn't move me at all. And he certainly wasn't known for having a political side. If there was going to be a big Black Lives Matter anthem, you'd probably expect it from Kendrick Lamar, who was a ghost all year, or J. Cole, whose big 2020 moment was instead whining about people who expected him to say something. It feels like Lil Baby spoke up because someone had to. And to be clear, I'm not like, oh, he's finally writing about something important now instead of just money and drugs. He's good now. Yes, I know what that sounds like. I've been unmoved by plenty of attempts at making big statements.
No. I feel like even without like the fucking topic of the song, like Lil Baby still went hard here, and the beat goes crazy. Like,
moved by plenty of attempts at making
Lil Baby was hungry here
when so many celebrities tried to meet the moment
and nowadays
I take responsibility.
In honor of George Floyd, shout out to his family.
Oh my God, that fucking clip, bro.
Isn't on this list because of its
Jesus
subject.
Christ.
It's on the list because it captured everything that I, Todd, have personally been feeling. Which doesn't even make any sense. Me and Lil Baby have not a goddamn thing in common. I don't come from the streets. I don't have his experiences. For that matter, I'm not a fabulously wealthy rap star. Lil Baby could have been like Lil Wayne, just taking his money and fame and disappeared up his own ass. But instead, when Lil Baby started protesting, organizers said he showed up with no entourage, no jewelry, no ego. He just wanted to help. That's the guy I hear on this record.
W, bro.
Just a regular guy who's speaking up, not because he thinks he's the right messenger, but because he can't not say something. Like, there's a place for pump-up rebel anthems, your Public Enemies, your Rage Against the Machines. The Lil Baby isn't coming from anger, he's coming from pain.
Too many mothers just grieving, they're killing us for no reason.
More than anything, I connected to that pain pretty viscerally. It's the same pain that any thinking, feeling human being has felt in 2020 and years before it, unless you lived under a rock. And forgive me for taking the focus off of Black Lives Matter for a moment, but there's a bigger picture beyond that too. Because this song is also how I felt watching the Muslim ban, Puerto Rico, Charlottesville, every fucking thing.
I don't remember this shit. I wasn't that deep in politics.
Trying to make this goddamn video, but I kept getting distracted by more horrible fucking news. This shit fucking sucks and it's gotta fucking stop.
But we gotta start somewhere.
True.
Might as well go ahead, start here. We didn't have a hell of a year.
Yeah, we sure did.
What happened to COVID? Nobody remember it. Ain't
no, I do remember that, Lil Baby. But it is true that it feels like we're dealing with too many crises at once. And this is the
I mean,
song
we still
that
are,
has the
so.
emotion of being just
I mean, it's just not gonna stop. Like, I mean, to be honest, like,
This isn't a song you
like
can
it's not
listen
even being like pessimistic or it's literally just being realistic, bro. Like, it's just not gonna stop. Like, all the terrible shit, it's just not gonna stop. It's either gonna keep happening or just escalate. You know what I'm saying, bro?
fun. I prefer catchy, lightweight pop over heavy stuff like
Like,
this.
none of the hate ever
We will
stops.
get
Like,
back to that
genuinely.
shortly. But this is a song that's not just really good. It's a.
I mean, the election last year kind of
the worst year in
proves that.
memory. 2021 is already also not looking great, but like the man says, we got to start somewhere. Let's make it better than that last one.
Go ahead, start here. We done had a hell of a year. I'ma make it count while I'm here. God is the only man I fear.
God, this is fucking such good bars, bro. Oh my god.
Number 4.
Where's that little baby? God damn, bro.
I think I realized like a year or so ago that I was actually really rooting for Miley Cyrus in her career. Which is kind of odd because I've never liked a single thing she's ever done. Or at the very least, nothing she's ever done without a wig on. But under her own name, nah. I thought her big songs were overrated at best, and her less successful songs, oof. And yet, I've discovered I do kind of admire her.
Okay.
Just for how strange her career is. That she's kept following her own weird muse into a billion weird places. That her
Dance
greatest
style.
hits
That song
featured
is fire.
See You Again, 23, and Malibu back to back. She just had to find the right sound, I think. Something that fit her. And in 2020, she finally found it.
I've heard this song.
Miley's
Man, it's
pop
alright.
stardom has always been kind
Personally,
of
not my
favored by
favorite,
her sharp,
not my cup of
keen
tea.
voice, which always kind of fit more
better
with
than
the
Flowers.
country than
Hey.
pop. But the retro sounds of the 80s stubbornly refused to leave, and somewhere in those sounds, Miley finally found a version of pop that she could make her home. The writer Chuck Eddy once identified a trend of 80s music he called flash dance, which he defined as hard-driving, minor key, synth and guitars rock music that tended to soundtrack action movies. It's basically what you think of when you think of 80s music, and it fits Miley just so well. Midnight Sky only barely qualified as a hit by my criteria. It mostly settled into the mid-tier of the Hot 100. And yet this
Oh,
middlingly
fuck.
successful
Wait.
song seems to have completely revitalized her career. For the first time ever, there seems like
Goddamn.
real enthusiasm about her as an artist that she didn't have in 2006 or 2009 or 2013 or any other time she's been big. For all her attempts over the years at being a rebel, this is the first time where she really seemed like she was pulling it off, where she wasn't just trying too hard and embarrassing herself. She doesn't belong to anyone, and she doesn't need to be loved by you. After a decade of doing whatever the hell she wants, I think she's earned the right to say that about herself. I mean, what can you say? She's just being Miley, and I respect her for it.
Do whatever the fuck she wants. She's rich as fuck, so hey. She's gonna do whatever she wants.
Number 3. At the end of the year, Spotify tells you what your most popular songs were. It's not really useful
Spotify
for music
rap
critics.
fucking
I'm
sucks
usually
now, bro.
listening to Spotify for
Shit
words,
PMO.
so these things don't really tell me my actual taste.
They didn't even
Especially this
try
year, I
with
started
it
listening to the
anymore.
entire Hot 100 every week out of boredom. But if you want to know what my most listened to
Adore
song
You.
of the year was,
No, this is a good pick.
here you go.
I still like this song.
I guess I'm not surprised. Every week I listened to the Hot 100, it was there.
When is
I
Harry
listen to it on
dropping,
my
bro?
own time a lot also, so,
Bro, he last dropped what? 2022?
It's a really good
He's
song.
got to be dropping this year.
Of all the acts who had breakthrough superstar years in 2020, I think Harry Styles jumped up the most because his rise felt a lot less inevitable. I gotta admit, I wasn't really that impressed with his first solo stuff that I heard. Adore You was a deserved smash.
Sign of the
that
Times
made
is
me
fire.
Consider Harry Styles.
Oh, this song was so much better. Watermelon Sugar is so shit, guys. I'm sorry. That song is so fucking annoying. Adore You is just so much better than Watermelon Sugar, bro.
I think his approach
Oh
was
my
really
God.
odd for me when I saw him come.
But no, they want to play Watermelon Sugar more on the radio. Like, fuck you, bro.
Harry has named many classic rock influences. I don't think he's named Peter Gabriel as one of them, even though he changed his vocal style to sound
I
exactly
think As It
like
Was
Peter
probably
Gabriel.
still his best song. I know that's a pretty basic pick, but As It Was is
But
just
I
so
think
awesome.
Sledgehammer the
That's
song
such a good
might
song.
in fact be a major influence, because that was the big crossover single from Peter Gabriel. The lifelong outsider art rocker trying to be a pop star. I think that's kind of the intended sound for Harry. The pop star trying to be an outsider, trying to be a pop star. You can tell what he wants to be. He wants to be one of those classic weird pop stars, a Gabriel or a Sting or a...
No, he's definitely
When he
dropping
comes
this
at it
year.
From the opposite side, you can see him pushing himself to be stranger, wearing dresses, or this bizarre video, which is honestly kind of terrible. I'm sorry, I hate videos that don't go with the song. Adore You is not about loving a magic fish. I have seen a ton
What do you mean
it is?
Nobody else thought that?
He's not pushing boundaries.
Hey, every time I heard this song, I thought it was a big ass
He
fish.
still makes polished pop songs, and he's far too indebted to the classic styles to be called groundbreaking. But I love that he's trying to get there in his own way. The weirdos of the 70s becoming the great pop stars of the 80s was the best thing about that decade. Burning Down the House, Owner of a Lonely Heart, Let's Dance. These are the kinds of songs that Harry Styles is trying
Gas
to create,
songs.
and no one else is doing it, or at least not this well. And now to see if any of the other Directioners can match him. Ball's in your court, Liam.
No, I'm just not even gonna say anything. I'm just not gonna say anything. Rest in peace, bro. Jesus Christ.
Number 2. Fun thing I like to do is ask people for their best and worst 2 seconds of the year. My vote for the worst.
That's not even poorly aged. Like, how the fuck was he supposed to know?
Popular vote went again to Justin Bieber.
He could not predict the future.
I asked for the best 2 seconds also. I could give you the votes to that. Hell, I could give you a whole top 10 list for the best single moments of this year in music. I mean, I could do it all in this entry because they all came from this one song.
Oh.
If you want to know my actual thoughts, you can
Where the fuck is the album, Cardi? Cardi B?
see my review on it, which
Cardi, you're good. You already released your album.
YouTube thinks
I'm
that
talking about
review of a
Cardi
song called
B.
Wet Ass Pussy is not
Wait, where's your
appropriate
album?
for advertisers, so they buried the fuck out of it, and they'll probably bury this video too. Maybe I should just bleep out this entire segment. Although it's probably for the best that you all missed that review because I am told that I pronounced it wrong. I call it W.
God damn, bro.
Which is
Cardi B really fumbled her career. Like, I'm not even trolling about this. She low-key fumbled, bro. This song was huge. And then what? She had Up. You know, that was huge too. You know what I'm saying? And then what? She hopped on a bunch of remixes for no fucking reason. Released Hot Shit with Kanye and Lil Durk, which was ass. Well, actually, it wasn't terrible. I could see that song was okay. I could see the vision, but that song, like, the general public did not like Hot Shit. And then Bongos, which was like a WAP sequel, but that went nowhere. And then more stuff, the Whatever freestyle, that also went nowhere. And supposedly the album is coming out this year. She just fumbled her shit so bad because she was literally on top of the world. Like, she was like on top of female rappers, but like now, bro, like everyone's just done with Cardi B. It's just like even Nicki's releasing shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not many people like Nicki, not many people like Cardi B either, but like at least Nicki is releasing shit. You know what I'm saying? And might not be that good, but at least she's fucking releasing shit. Like, what is Cardi B? Oh, I'm gonna hop on my 64th remix of this decade. Like, bro, like, we just want the album. Nobody cares, bro. Goddamn.
is apparently
You know what I'm saying?
Cardi
Like,
gives the actual pronunciation in the song. I should have just copied her.
I'm talking wop, wop, wop.
like, oh, why is my shit not selling well? Because you haven't fucking released an album in like 6-7 years. Goddamn.
Wow.
Wop, wop, wop.
You literally had 2 number ones in the span of like what, two years? And you still haven't dropped the album? That is crazy.
Regardless, WAP was immediately the most controversial song of the year because it was so unabashedly filthy.
Swipe your nose like a credit card.
The moral
This song was
guardians
fire.
of our era condemned it. Even the outrage magnets of previous generations, like Snoop Dogg and Black Sabbath's Geezer Butler, even they were bothered by it. Geezer at least laughed it off, like, look at me, I'm old now.
It's crazy how like we have evolved as society because like, bro, everything said in WAP is literally so normal now. Like, Sexy Red will literally say everything on WAP times 10. Like, let's be honest. Like, nobody really gives a fuck anymore.
Snoop seemed to be genuinely...
The only people who give a fuck now are fucking right-wing grifters who just want to say shit about black women. Like,
offended. This song was so
That's really
gross
it.
that even Snoop Dogg, whose first album was literally called Doggy Style, he took issue with it. This disgusting filth was so repellent that
Like, Sexy
naturally
Red
it
would
was the
literally
most
make this
acclaimed and
song
successful song of the year,
20 times
making every
dirtier,
publication's top
and then
10
make
list,
that song
including
10
number
times and
one
make an
for
album.
Pitchfork and NPR. Seriously?
Crazy.
NPR? I'm Ari Shapiro, and bring a bucket and a mop for this wet-ass pussy. I mean, obviously.
I don't know what NPR
This
is.
song just piled up moment after moment, quotable line, one after the other. Like, I don't even know if this song is more than the sum of its parts. The parts are just that good. Like, how can you even pick the best one?
Bring a bucket and a mop right in this little garage. Make it touch that little dangly thing that's swinging the back of my throat.
I'ma spell my name.
Like, just look at it, bro. Looking back, bro, this shit is so tame. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This shit, like, bro, this shit is so tame.
But let me tell you, I got this ring.
Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside of me.
Actually, that part could be like 3 separate top moments of the song for me. Cardi's line, Megan's line, and the handoff between the two. The only thing that kept this song from being number one is that I love it primarily because it is very funny. And funny doesn't always last very long. Jokes wear
True.
out. But I hope that someday down the line, like when our kids hear this and all the dirty talk is nothing but cute, I'll still hear that honking horn.
Make it cream.
It'll still put a big smile on my face.
God damn.
On that note, let us finish the list off with some honorable mentions. I mean, this song is pretty hot too.
Yeah, it's
but
hot.
It didn't have the truck horn. If it did,
Yeah.
it might have made the list.
I had a dream.
Wait, this is actually low key. This song just kind of clears everything on the main list. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Got everything.
I'm not gonna cap.
One of the defining moments in music this year that I
This song is so fucking good.
Billie
Oh
Eilish
my
begging
god.
God not to win any more Grammys. Everything.
This might be her best song. I'm not even trolling, bro. Like, this song is so fucking good. Holy shit. Like, what? Okay. For me, like, I haven't, to be honest, I haven't listened to that much Billie Eilish. Like, maybe like 2.5 albums. Wait, no, like 1.5 albums. I'm sorry, I didn't care for her new. I don't even remember what Hit Me Hard and Softer or whatever. I didn't care for really anything on that album. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I think it's for me. It's between this song, Happier Than Ever, When the Party's Over. God, I'm so basic. It's just all big fucking singles. Or Bellyache. Yeah, like those are the songs. I think this song might be the best. This song is so. How did this not make the list, bro? This song is so fucking good. God damn.
In song, I absolutely love it.
And this video is literally like aura too. Like, my god. This song is good, bro. Like,
most people. Oh, by the way, I get Future now. Took me fucking long enough. Oh, and I get 21 Pilots now too. This was the first song I heard this year that
We're
used
good.
the word quarantine, and it certainly was not the last.
Would you be my little quarantine? Ain't nothing that a beer can't fix.
Oh, yeah. This year,
we're good off this.
well, no comment.
The fuck?
Rest in peace, man.
Don't show up, don't come out.
Dua Lipa did not make the official list, and good God almighty, do I feel bad about that. In a weaker year, this could have been like number 4. I mean, she brought back the disco call. If the list had been about who had made the most good songs, Dua Lipa would have ranked very high.
I remember hitting them all.
Oh my god, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This list of honorable mentions is literally better than the main list. I'm not even trolling, bro. This is a classic.
This was the final cut.
Oh my god.
I feel so bad for anyone who broke through this year and didn't get the chance to
I'm a
enjoy
drip.
I'm glad that Roddy got to hear at least
If
a
I got
few
up on
proud
a lean,
singing
I'ma sip,
box
sip.
before the world ended. But Ballin' was
God, he fell off
by
so
far my favorite
hard.
song of his this year, and hopefully he'll.
Bro, Roddy Ricch really comes back like every year, like talk about like he's gonna come back, and he just never does.
The world opens up again.
Every album, every new album, he says he's gonna come back. And he just
let's do it.
Nobody cares. Sadly.
Number 1. I don't love that this next song is my number 1 pick because it's kind of personal to me, and I hate being personal. Usually my number 1 pick is something everyone agrees on. This one might only make sense to me. Few people could be scratching their heads after this, but my list. I can only tell you this song was my favorite thing in the
my list.
Not even particularly. So yeah, here it is.
Alright, I'm gonna see you.
I am all in on Morgan Wallen. If you could place bets on a musician's career, I'd put down my entire life savings right now. This mulleted Tennessee redneck
that would be very smart.
To a country music superstar for decades.
But
he's the first country singer like Forever who has actual pop star buzz.
Have I even heard this song? I don't even know this song.
Bypass radio, get big on TikTok, and he didn't do it by trying to.
God damn, bro. Spoilers for the fucking 2023 list, worst list, but like, Morgan Wallen really went from best song of 2020 to worst song. Well, best hit song of 2020 to worst hit song of 2023. That's low-key kind of crazy, bro. Is Morgan Wallen the only one who's done this? No. Taylor Swift actually... No. Yeah, Taylor Swift, she had... Style was number 1 in like 2014, and then for the best list, and then in 2017, Taylor Swift was number 1 for the worst list with Ready For It. Taylor Swift and Morgan Wallen. Anyone else? That might be it. I don't know though. I don't think not Chainsmokers. No, Chainsmokers. No. I only know Taylor Swift, Morgan Wallen have both
did it by just
a best
he released
hit song
really
and a worst hit song.
And incidentally, I think he might not be over his first breakup because he.
I think this was before like the N-word shit, which is kind of unlucky. Like imagine like, hey guys, I really love this artist and I'm putting all my money into him, and then he goes like, oh, I'm saying the N-word. Like what, bro? Like goddamn. Unlucky, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Big hits this year about the one that got away.
That was Loki like a rug pull. This guy got like crypto rug pulled. Like he saw like fucking Morgan Wallen going up. He just immediately says the N-word. That's kind of crazy.
And they were all fantastic, but this was the one that really got me. This is the moment.
I mean, this doesn't sound bad.
It's for a pretty devastatingly simple reason.
He does not make music like this anymore, at least now. Like really, like looking back at this shit, like this song, like is like so wholesome. It's like now like Morgan Wallen has turned evil. Like I'm the problem, fucking love somebody. Like all those songs are low key shit. And this actually sounds good. Like this sounds tolerable. Like this sounds nice.
It's just kind of the long and short of it.
Bro really turned evil.
The people I've seen who don't like the song had kind of the same objection I did, which is, you know, go after her, you idiot. I ain't the runaway kind, I can't change that. This is the girl that dreams, but you won't move out of jerk water nowhere for her? What kind of dumbass are you? Certainly it was funny to hear the song sharing airtime with Blake Shelton's Happy Anywhere. I could be happy anywhere with you. Which sounded like a massive subtweet to this song specifically. Like, I can't imagine being in that situation and choosing the town, any town, over a girl. But the fact is,
oh baby, last night we
just about love. They're about building a life together. And if you can't find a version of that that matches both of you, then it's not gonna work. All the things he says he loves her more than, you know, they're all romantic in that corny country way, but, you know, they're all small moments, sunsets, catching a fish. They're fleeting, they don't last. You got a wild in your eyes that I just want I moved this year. I carried everything I owned to the other side of the goddamn country, which
Where's
I
bro
don't
at?
really
Wait, is he in New York?
pandemic. The
Or
hotels are not serving continental
LA?
breakfast right now.
Or California, whatever, fucking.
And there wasn't a girl involved, but I did leave a lot of good friends behind. And on the way, I mostly got a lot of country stations on the radio. I heard this song over and over again, and it hit home
Where did bro go?
every time. Sometimes life just takes you where it takes you.
We can't stop this real world from spinning us.
More Than My Hometown is a song about reality intruding on the fantasy, and that love sometimes isn't enough, and that you can be deeply passionate about each other and no one does anything wrong, and things still end with a whimper.
True.
Heartbreaking. Right here. Right here. It's a song about endings, and sometimes things just have to end because there's something better on the horizon. And much less sadly, 2020 also had to end. And hopefully there's something better coming for all of us. Let's see how 2021 does us. Guess I'll see you around.
Baby, love you more.
Morgan Wallen then went on to scream the N-word multiple times. Unlucky. Man, this song should have been on the list. What? Wait, this song clears every other song on this list. What the fuck? I'm not gonna lie, bro. You could tell this video is 2020, bro. You can literally tell. Like, you can tell. I'm not gonna lie, bro. The honorable mentions were better than the main. Like, a lot of the shit on the main list I didn't even really like. Like, Savage, not really. Okay, Heartless is good. Lady Gaga, okay. Supalonely, that's really good. Okay. Taylor Swift, Lil Baby, okay, it's fine. Man, that's guy, yeah. Adore You, okay, good. WAP, okay, fine, I guess. And then this song, yeah. It's kind of like a bleh list, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That might just be my opinion, I don't know. Maybe people still really like a lot of these songs, but low-key, most of these songs did not really last outside of their year. I'm not gonna lie to you. Which, I mean, is not a reason for the song to be bad, but I don't know. All right, what do you guys think of Todd's picks in the comments down below? Tell me what you think. Go subscribe to Todd and Shadows Up. Subscribe to this channel. Go follow my Twitter. Subscribe to my second channel. I might post on there. I don't know. I tell you to subscribe to my second channel. I haven't posted on there. I might post on there someday. Who knows? But, yeah. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.